Afternoon. Jumped on a little early. Otherwise, I was just going to be sitting here. I was ready to go. Sunday. What are y'all doing? Sunday afternoon. Hopefully it's a chill day. Anybody having a roast? You making chorizo, Genghis? Hey, Ben. Hey, Genghis. You got good chorizo, Genghis? Y'all got good chorizo there? So that's surprising. What are you having with your chorizo? Hey, Terry. Good to see you. Chorizo on what? What do you put it? What do you put it in? Spanish chorizo. Okay, that makes sense. Chorizo is from Spain. Yeah, we have a lot of it here. We got good chorizo, all kinds. We got pork chorizo, Genghis. It's my favorite. In an omelet, it's good in an omelet. Yeah, it's a good idea. Hiya, choppy. Let's see. United beat Man City yesterday. Congrats, Terry. Right? I think you said they won. Good for them. Good for you, Terry. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about football today. Did you like that question? Is the U.S. better at football than England? Well, we're going to find out. Having a jacket potato with beans, yummy. Hey, D. Good afternoon. Good result, huh, Terry? Is the U.S. better at football than England? I'm going to find out. It's cold here, by the way. 4 degrees below Celsius right now outside. That's cold for us. Terry says, no, you don't think the USA is better than England at football? It's a deep question that I thought of yesterday. So I decided to look and see. Ben doesn't think so either. You don't think? I'm starting to be offended. We get out there. We get out there on the pitch. I'm trying to talk football like Choppy. You can see Choppy's comment right now. He's right. 1-0 in the 1950 FIFA World Cup. The U.S. victory. 1-0. And y'all had some good players. As Choppy's saying. So how you like me now, Ben and Terry, saying no, the U.S. can't be better than England at football? We got a chance. 1950, as we say, I don't know if you use this, but when somebody talks smack during a game and your team is winning, we say scoreboard. Scoreboard, 1-0, 1950 World Cup. Genghis Khan shock result. It was. It was very shocking at the time. We're going to talk about that match a little bit, if you don't know about it. Happened in 1950. We won. USA women are really good, Terry. That's right. That's right. So, but we're going to talk about that match and a few other things. I thought of this idea. Man, I've been busy. I'm behind on editing. I'm working long days. I work today. I'm so busy. Hey, Honda. And I was just trying to come up with an idea for the live stream. And I started just, I don't know, getting on the internet and looking around. And then finally something popped up about football. I was like, And so I asked that question. Is the U.S. better at football than England? All right. Couple of things first. Yeah, my channel, it's messed up. So, okay, on the regular channel right now, the camping video is out. It just came out. Came out to members early already. And the members early already have a video about what is the best sausage roll. It snaps and adventures. She goes around, she tries a bunch of different sausage rolls. Determines her opinion of what is best. Greg's is included in her search. It's interesting. It'll come out to the regular channel right after the live stream, maybe an hour later. Yeah, I'm all messed up on my schedule. But they're coming out. Things are coming out. Okay, and after the live stream, you've seen her video before, Terry? It's good, yeah. I like that channel. She's Canadian, but I just like her. She seems normal. Choppy says England were favorites to win the '50 World Cup. Yes, they were. That's right. It was played in Rio de Janeiro. Choppy knows a lot about the 1950 World Cup. Now, all those facts are true. The U.S. was a big underdog. Who else knows about this match besides Choppy? The U.S. was such, it was, you were like adults playing children. It should have been that kind of match. Team USA was not good. They weren't professionals. They had no business even being on the same pitch with England in 1950 World Cup. But we won. 1-0. Does anybody else know of this match? Choppy knows. Let's see. Genghis says depends on the quality of the meat and the sausage roll. She did talk about the meat filling, the sausage, in the one she tried. Okay, so the members only video is coming out, and it'll be up maybe an hour after the live stream, because I'm a little behind on everything. I need an idea for the members only video, and it will come out. You were having an off day, Ben, to put it at the least. You were having an off day. You're way one back-to-back World Cups, King says. I need an idea for members only. I didn't have a lot of time to sit down and do much editing. And so the members only video I'm going to do right after the live stream, I'm going to film it and put it out, is a taste test, or tasting. It's not a cooking video, but it's a tasting video. I found something I could taste from the UK I've never had before. That's going to be the members only video that'll come out after the live stream. How many of y'all like this? Yeah, Chappie and Gigas, y'all know some facts I don't know. Italy and Brazil won back-to-back World Cups. No, okay. Yeah, Terry, England's had some bad games in the past, like losing to Iceland. You haven't won anything since 1966. Yeah. That's what I hear, Ben. I'll love it or I'll hate it. I haven't tried it yet. I just had it delivered late last night. As I was trying to, I needed something. I'm gonna try Marmite. Where's this made? I was looking at it. I was looking at the whole. It doesn't say. It doesn't say where it's made. I don't know. In some dungeon somewhere. In the bowels of Mordor. Where is this made? It doesn't say. That was a Lord of the Rings reference, by the way. Yeast extract. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try it a few different ways. I read online that people eat this 3 different ways. I'm gonna try it. You like it, huh, Terry? On butter toast, so good, in your opinion? Well, I'm gonna film it right after this. No one knows, it's a mystery, Ben said. No one knows where this is made. Foods always say. Maybe it's on the inside of the cap. I don't know. Scones, Genghis. Usually foods say where they come from. This one is, I can't see it. I don't know. So that'll be the members only video. It'll come out as soon as I can film it and put it out. I thought it'd be fun. And a little bit quicker and easier on me because I'm behind. I do want to get to football, so. Also, if you weren't here yesterday, I did another video on my Cooking in Dallas channel. It's chicken enchiladas and a sour cream sauce that I made from scratch. They were so good. And before, just briefly before I get to football, hello Nico. While I'm talking about food, Terry, you sent me that steak pie recipe. It doesn't look too much like anything. I mean, we kind of call that a pot pie. It's not much different than I've had before. I don't know if that's a good one for the channel, but I think it might be a good one for cooking in Dallas. I could make that. I could say, you know, it's a recipe I got from an Englishman. It's much better, Terry. I mean, it does look good. It did look good, like good quality. I haven't tried summer fruit pudding. I haven't had time to look it up yet, Nico. But I might do it on my cooking channel, and maybe try to draw some people over from this channel that might want to see me cook that. I was thinking about doing something on this channel, something along the lines of a US food versus a UK food taste test. For instance, like I could do Liverpool scouse. I could do scouse versus Texas chili. Make them both and see which I like better. Or maybe, I'm still planning on going to the British Emporium. And I think maybe I can get British sausage there. Maybe do toad in the hole versus, we have a food, have you ever heard of this? We call it SOS. It's short for shit on a shingle. Yeah, I'll try British snacks, Terry, when I go to British Emporium. But yeah, you think toad in the hole is a funny name. Or if we think that's a funny name for sausage and gravy, I guess, in a Yorkshire pudding. We have a breakfast food we call shit on a shingle. King is my cooking channel. It's called Cooking in Dallas. It's linked on my page description. There's a link on my page description. Cooking in Dallas. Yeah, I was thinking about doing toad in the hole versus shit on a shingle. We call it SOS for short. SOS is toast, and then it's a dried chipped beef and a white gravy. Yeah. So it's chipped beef. Little, it's like dried beef. I don't know if y'all have that or not. Chipped beef. Comes in a can usually. It's not a good piece of meat. And then you just make a plain piece of toast, butter it, and then you make a white gravy. And the chipped beef is in the white gravy. And you just pour that over the toast. And we call that SOS. Short for shit on a shingle. I could do that versus toad in the hole and see which I like better. I don't know. I'm thinking about something like that. If you got any ideas. Yeah. I could do popovers versus Yorkshire pudding. Yorkshire pudding. Y'all know what popovers are? It's the exact same thing, but they're made with butter instead of beef drippings. We make those in the U.S. They're exact same. The only difference is butter. We use butter on popovers. You use beef drippings, something like that, on Yorkshire pudding. Yeah, being shit on a shingle does not sound very good. It's more of a northern thing, and I haven't made it before, so it would be like me tasting something new. We don't do it that much down in the south. We're more like biscuits and gravy. But up north, where they don't have a lot of beef like we do in Texas, traditionally, so they'd have dried chipped beef. They came up with that. Shit on a shingle. Anyway, let's talk about, are we better at football than you? I asked the question. It deserves an answer. So let's start with the World Cup. Yeah, it's kind of an Army food, Genghis. It might have come out of, sometimes foods like that, some soldier invented it. I don't know its origins. It could be Army food, shit on a shingle. Sounds like it. I've never eaten it. We don't really eat it in the South. I could put it up against toad in the hole and see which I like better. Because I've never had toad in the hole. Alright, let's talk about this. Are we better than you? Ben and Terry immediately said no. Okay, Nicola. Shit on a shingle is a couple slices of toast, buttered, and then what we call dried chipped beef. It's a poor man's dried chipped beef, and you make a white gravy with the chipped beef in it, and then you pour that over the buttered toast. And it's a breakfast food that some people eat in the U.S. Okay, Choppy, in 1993, you watched United States, England, 2-0. I don't believe that's a World Cup match. It's not that wasn't a World Cup match though, right? In 93? I don't think so. According to what I can find, in World Cup play, USA versus England, head to head, in the World Cups, we played 3 times. Okay? The first time, June 29th, 1950, we defeated you 1-0. Okay, that was a friendly. I'm going to talk about friendlies too, Choppy. Don't worry. This is head-to-head World Cup play 3 times. The first time, it says first round group 2. Score, USA 1, England 0. June 29th, 1950. The second time we played in the World Cup head-to-head was 2010, June 12th, first round Group C, it says. USA won to England 1. It was a draw or a tie. 1-1. The third and last time we faced each other head to head in a World Cup was 2022. It says November 25th, first round, Group B. USA 0, England 0. Do you say 0? 0-0? Nada, zip. Nobody scored. Which means, head to head, USA 0, right? 0-0. That was that last match, last time we played in 2022. 0-0. So that means head to head, we've played 3 times in World Cup. 1 win by the USA, 2 draws, 0 wins by England. The USA undefeated versus England. World Cup play. Question answered. Is the USA better at football than England? Yes. And that concludes my live stream. Y'all like that? We're not going to look at all the other times we played. That would suck if I just did that, huh? But alas, I looked at everything overall. Every time we've played each other, I looked that up. I wouldn't do that to you. But in World Cup play, we are undefeated versus you. But if you look up the rest of the story, it's not good for us. So, let's see. I gotta find here. How many games? I believe there's been 11 other. These include friendlies, World Cup, US Cup. This says in 1993 on June 9th, the USA versus England in the US Cup, and the US won that. That's what it says. And in the US won that in 1993 in the US Cup. And the US won in 1950 in World Cup play. And we played you 11 times total head-to-head. According to this, it goes back to 1950. And you won 8 of those. 12 times. Out of 12 times, you won 8. We won twice. And there were 2 draws. Those 2 draws were in World Cup play. So basically every other time you beat us. Now I'm sad. I was feeling good in World Cup play because we're undefeated. But when you look at the big story, you almost always beat us. We've only won twice. Yeah, once in 1993 and once in 1950. You almost always beat us. Dang it. So, is Team US better than Team England at football? I really don't have an argument. We did beat you once in World Cup play as major underdogs. And we're going to talk about that whole story. It's kind of interesting. Okay, Nicola, Now, Lionesses, this is England's women's team. Is that correct? Is that what you call them, the Lionesses? I think so. I don't think we really have a name for our USA women's team. We just call them the women's team. But it does make me feel better when I go over and look up English women versus American women. Because in that head-to-head matches, the Team USA women, we have the edge. It looks like total matches, English women versus England's women's team are more successful than your men's team. And that is also true in the U.S. Not only somewhat, but also the U.S. women's team is a team to be worried about if you got to face them in most cases. They're pretty good. Hey, Neil. So right now we're talking about women's soccer. Yeah, for a long time, not now, but we'll come back. But the USA women were dominating for a long period. And they've fallen down, but they're rebuilding. So it looks like we faced your women a total of 11 times. There have been 6 of those times the USA won. 3 times the England women won. And there were 2 draws. So we got you on that. 6 wins versus your 3 out of 11 matches. Yeah, the English women were pretty dominating for a long time. So if we ask this question about is the U.S. women's team better than England at football, we are. Yeah, it kind of is. I wouldn't say it's a woman's sport in the USA, but it's more popular. If you're a top female athlete in the U.S., you're likely drawn to either basketball or football. If you're the top male athlete in the U.S., that's why we're not good at it, is it's not a draw. If you're one of the best athletes, say, in school, you are heading towards U.S. football. And then maybe basketball. Then maybe baseball. If you're up north, then maybe hockey. And if you happen to be of a family of European or Mexican or South American descent, then you might head towards what we call soccer. So for women, it's a big draw. They get our top athletes go into Team USA on the women's side. But on the men's side, you're not getting our best athletes. It's just not that popular. Unless you come from or have heritage from South America or Europe. So that's why our women are good and our men aren't. They're not drawing the best athletes. The best athletes go into American football. Yeah, it's just not a big draw. Yeah, I've seen some of the chants of chopping. They're pretty cool. Y'all got cool chants. I mean, in those when they're like, oh, the U.S. chants, and they show you U.S. chants, man, those never happen. We're not doing chants. Those are like irregular. Somehow there's a chant or two. A few places do. It's not a thing. Chants aren't a thing in the U.S. But y'all got cool ones. When you see ours, those almost never happen. It's not a regular thing. So, versus women, we win. We win. World Cup play, we win. Yeah, I'm not going to watch the chants on my channel, Chuck. I just don't think. I just don't want to do chants on my channel. But I've seen them. Yeah, Neil, you said you take me to a match. Uh, so, World Cup play, we win. Women's play, we win. Overall, you win. You win. There's no question about it. You're better. Unless we break it down, I can slant it and twist it and make it sound like we're better because we have a better World Cup record against you head to head. But, I mean, obviously, you're better. You're much better at us than we are at football. I concede. Now, our women, though, our women, they're good. And apparently, your women also have been historic or better than your men's team currently. So, June 29th, 1950. It's later been termed the Miracle on Grass. If you've ever heard of what happened, the first time we played you, this is the first time that we played you. It's June 29th, 1950. The United States pulled off one of the most improbable upsets in football, defeating England 1-0 in a World Cup group stage match before a crowd of over 10,000 at the Estadio Raimundo Sampaio in Belo Horizonte, Brazil. England had dominated international football after World War II, winning 23 matches, drawing 3 and losing only 4. Y'all were crushing it. You watched American football last night? Who'd you watch, Kings? So y'all were on fire. 23 matches, 3 draws, 4 losses since World War II. They also had forward Stanley Matthews, considered by many to be the best footballer of the era. The 1950 tournament was England's first World Cup, as they had not entered the previous tournaments and expectations were high. Odds makers pegged England as 3-1 favorites to win the title. The Rams, I used to live in St. Louis, and the Rams moved to St. Louis while I was there, and I started watching the Rams a lot. They've since moved back to LA. You find American football boring? Well, you gotta understand it to be able to watch it, just like with any sport. If you don't know what's going on, it's boring. But it can be exciting. They kept switching games. So, 3-1 favorites. You were 3-1 favorites. Your team was awesome. The United States, by contrast, had lost their last 7 matches, the series stretching back to the 1934 World Cup by the combined score of 45-2, including a 3-1 loss to Spain 4 days before. 8 of the U.S. starting 11 were U.S.-born citizens, while the other 3, forward Joe Gantz, defender Joe Maka, and the U.S. captain midfielder Ed McElveny, were citizens of Haiti, Belgium, and Scotland. We swiped a guy from Scotland. Our team sucks so bad. We made the Scottish guy they said he was the captain. Didn't it say? Yeah. We made him our captain. We're like, we suck so bad. Scotland, can you please send us just one guy to be our leader? That's how bad Team USA was. Yeah, I've watched rugby. I think it's a little boring. I don't understand it, but I've watched it. I do get bored watching rugby. And not knocking each other's heads off. That's what American football is. Try to kill them. Hit them so hard, they don't know what their name is. They don't do that in rugby. So y'all were crushing it. We're so bad. We're taking a player from Scotland to come and be our captain. Okay, and Matthews had missed England's first match. Okay, Matthews is like your big guy. They said the best player in the world at the time. Isn't that what it said? England Matthews had missed England's first match, a 2-0 win against Chile, and was left on the bench against the U.S. as England's selection committee, over the manager's objection, opted not to change a winning side. The decision was heavily scrutinized after the match. However, even without Matthews, England appeared to be in control, dominating possession and taking 20 shots to the USA's 1. Yeah, there hasn't been a successful swap of a rugby player, but I think there was one or two. I think there was a kicker. I think the NFL had a pretty good kicker that was a former rugby player at one time. American football and rugby, they're really not similar. I mean, I guess in a broad sense. But the rules are much different. Rugby and the NFL. I mean, it's somewhat similar. But you can't do in rugby what you can do in the NFL. Those, in the NFL, you can hit a guy who doesn't have the ball. You can full on plow straight over a guy who doesn't have the ball. That's not true in rugby. You're tackling the guy without the ball. Anyway, we're talking football. We're talking else football. yo. Should I switch a lot? Should we switch over to rugby talk? I'll look it up. Are we better at rugby than you? Probably. Probably not. Okay, I lost my. So you weren't playing your best player. He had been injured. He's sitting on the bench, and you didn't put him in because you had 20 shots to R1. So you're like, yeah, we'll rest our good guy. Just don't get him hurt. It was the one that mattered, though, that one shot on goal. In the 38th minute, American defender Walter Barr sent a high arcing ball into the England penalty area. As English keeper Bert Williams rushed to collect it, Gattinge ducked, sending the ball off the back of his head and into the net. England applied frantic pressure in an attempt to equalize, but were denied by a combination of the woodwork and the sensational play of the American keeper, Frank Borghi. Although the U.S. were eliminated from the tournament after the next match, a 5-2 loss to Chile, and did not qualify for another World Cup until 1990, the 1-0 victory over England is considered a pivotal moment for the U.S. national team. Wait, what? It looked like it was an accident. It sounded like that one guy ducked his head and it ricocheted the ball off of it. Yeah, we're not better at you in rugby. We're not better than you in football, in European football. We're not better than you in either one of those sports. I thought it was just a funny topic to do, especially when I realized that we do have a better record in World Cup play head to head. Head to head. I don't know what your World Cup play overall record is. I didn't look that up. I know ours isn't good. But y'all haven't won in a while either. Yeah, Stanley Matthews. He was the player that was rested. It sounded like he was your best player and maybe the best player in the world at the time. You had a good team. But you didn't even need him. You didn't even need him. 20 shots on goal, and we only took one, but it went in. It sounded like accidentally. So, even though we won that game, we weren't even better than you in that game. We weren't even better than you in that game. But we won. Somehow we won. It sounded like our goalkeeper did pretty good. He stopped 20 shots. But we were so bad that we needed a Scotsman to come and lead our team. You went to a couple Euro finals with Southgate. I didn't look up what your overall. You want me to? What's your overall England's overall World Cup record? I don't even know. Have y'all won it? Have you won the World Cup in your history? It said your best performance, you won the World Cup as the host nation in 1966 against West Germany. Congrats. Terry says 1966. That's the only time you won, apparently. You reached the semifinals in 1990 and 2018, losing on penalties in both. The quarterfinals, you reached the quarterfinals on 7 different occasions. Recent qualification, England secured the place in the recent World Cup. What's your overall record? I'm looking to see what your overall record is. Oh. It always gives it all broken down. Like I just need the overall record. Your best result, 1966 World Cup. Your worst result, 1950 against the U.S., 1958 and 2014. Yeah, your biggest win, it says England 6-1 over Panama in 2018. Oh, that must be the biggest win, meaning you scored 6, they scored 1. I can't really see what your overall record is, though, without adding all these up. Like, it just shows me each one broken down. I just need a quick stat. How many have you won? How many have you lost? You qualify, give it in when you get there. I just want to know what your overall. I'm sure it's better than the U.S. I mean, we never won it. So yeah, I mean, the answer to my question is, yeah, y'all are better. It's not even close. You do play June 17th, right here in Dallas. Did you know that? That's what this says. June 17th, England versus Croatia in Dallas. Who's coming? I'll rent y'all a room. A lot of people are doing that. Some people are going out of town just to rent their house when the World Cup comes to Dallas. The finals of the World Cup are in New Jersey this year. And it looks like you play there, June 27th. Panama versus England in New Jersey. You also play in Boston, June 23rd, England versus Guyana. That's what this website says. I haven't done any research to back up any of this information. Usually I go to multiple sources, but that's what this website says. It's a FIFA website. So hopefully you're 4th in the world right now. Think there could be a problem with the Croatia game, hooligans? The cops got guns. I don't think there will be. Okay, so you've appeared a bunch of times. It says, why doesn't it tell me your overall record? Like that should be the top of the page. What is? Doesn't break it down like that. Gary Lineker has been England's record global finals goal scorer since 1986 with 10 goals to his name. Gary, is it Lineker? He holds the record for you in World Cup goals. He's had 10 lifetime. We're 14th. It tells me that Peter Shilton has the most games or matches to his name for you. But it doesn't tell me. And you call your team the Lions. We don't name our teams like we don't name our. I don't think so. I don't think Team U. We just call it Team USA. Anyway, you're better than us. That's the answer. Hey, Nathan. I didn't see it before, but I've been looking down. Did you just join, Nathan? Or you been here? Anyway, oh, hey. Yeah, you've been here. Yes, you've won it. You were telling me. I'm sorry. When I'm reading, I missed comments. But what's up, Nathan? And yeah, hey, Neil. When you joined, I saw you. Good to see you. Shabby, everybody. You was like, Nathan. Yeah, I don't ever worry about that. Yesterday we had a good talk, just me, Genghis, Ben, and Neil. Because y'all were watching football. Was that a good game? And now we're talking football today. But yeah, I don't care if y'all miss the live stream or join late or don't ever watch it. But yeah, some of you missed yesterday's, I know, because you watched that game. Was it? It wasn't, yeah. I know it was good for Terry. I think, Choppy, you watched it too, I think you said, was watching the Manchester City, Manchester United game. Must have been a big game yesterday. But yeah, you win. You win. You're better. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. The lionesses are strong in nature, that's what I call it. Yeah, I think it'd be cool if we had a name. But see, now your teams, they do have mascots or nickname, right? But I don't know. Like I know Manchester United, but do they have a nickname or a mascot? Like the Lions, that's a good one. But I don't know. Like Newcastle United. The Red Devils. Okay, I have heard that, but they don't have like Red Devils every. I don't like the NFL. You know the NFL teams, but I feel like yours are less stressed. I never. Now that you say the Red Devils, I recognize it, but I don't think of it off the top of my head. The Magpies. Okay, I did know that. I heard that. But I don't see Magpies on all the Newcastle stuff. I don't hear them referred to as the Magpies. I hear them referred to as Newcastle United. Whereas in the NFL, we'll often just say the Glovers for your little, yeah, they told me that. But I feel like they're less prominent. In the NFL, you'll say the Cowboys. You won't say Dallas so much. That's because some cities have multiple teams. So you don't just refer to it as the city, like Manchester City and Manchester United. The NFL has that. The Black Cats, Choppy. But see, I don't see that. I don't ever hear that. I just hear Sunderland. Yeah, every male team has a female team. That's cool. Western Supermarket. The Seagulls, that kind of sorry for them. I'm sorry, Terry. The Seagulls? What? The fierce Seagulls. Watch out, they'll steal your chips. While they're playing you on the pitch. You want to be the Lions. That's scary. I'm sorry if I'm making fun of it. It just seems like an unfortunate name. But am I right? My question is that you don't refer to them. You don't say like, how was that Seagulls game? Did you watch that Seagulls game? Don't you refer to them as Western Superman, Bristol's Rovers, or the Pirates? Yo ho ho. Yeah, they are aggressive, Terry. I mean, on second thought, maybe Seagulls is a good name. Everyone doesn't want a seagull messing with them. Carlisle, known as Foxes. But you keep telling me all your names. But my question is, you don't refer to them as much by their nicknames, or do you? Because I don't ever hear your nicknames or your mascot names. I always hear your teams referred to by the city. Somebody answered that and stop telling me all the nicknames. Although it's fun to see. It's fun to see, but I want someone to tell me. Because in the NFL, your nickname is what you're commonly referred to as. Okay, Arsenal is known as the Gunners. Okay, Ben, thank you. Ben says not really. We do sometimes, but not often. Okay, it's the reverse with the NFL. That's what I was getting at. You almost always refer to a team by their nickname. They're stressed. That's what you use to differentiate between the New York Giants, the New York Jets. You just say the Jets. And we don't say, how about Dallas? Did you watch that Dallas game? There's multiple teams in Dallas. You know, who are you talking about? The Dallas Mavericks? The Dallas Stars? Our ice hockey team? You know, so we don't say, did you watch that Dallas game? We would say, did you watch that Cowboys game? We always refer to it, not by the city name. The Toffee Men, that's Bristol City, are known as the Robins. See, who you gonna pick? Okay, we're in Vegas. We're laying our money down. We're placing our bets. In this corner, we have a Pirate, Bristol. And in this corner, Bristol City, there's a Robin. Okay, place your bets. Robin versus a Pirate. I don't know what the Robins are. He spelled that with two B's, so that's not the bird. I don't know, unless you typoed that. The birds would be R-O-B-I-N. You put R-O-B-B-I-N-S. The Robins? I don't know what that is. Yeah, teams have songs. We do too. The Dallas Cowboys team has a song. It's stupid. Okay, you gotta get going, Choppy. Have a good day. Thanks for your knowledge. Choppy knew all about 1950. Choppy's a big football fan. That's fun. This was a fun live stream for me. And I do like the nicknames of your teams. That's cool. But I don't hear them. I usually only hear whatever the city name is. Or if it's like Manchester or Manchester United. Some of your teams, some of your cities have multiple teams as well. But Lions is a good one. And we don't have one for Team USA. We just call them Team USA. Okay, hopefully y'all do good. Hopefully y'all win in Dallas. I hope y'all win. I would go, but it's too expensive. It's so expensive. Tickets for those games, crazy expensive. I can't afford it. I can, but I don't want to. It's just parking. Just parking alone will break the bank over there. They charge. It's not even in Dallas, technically. It's in a city called Arlington. It's about 20, 30 minutes from me, depending on traffic. It could be an hour, depending on traffic. And, yeah, it's expensive to park there. What's my NFL team, Gigas? Is that what you mean? I don't really have one. I used to root for the Cowboys. I don't even watch. I haven't watched one. You said you watched 3 hours of NFL last night? You watched 3 more hours than me this year. I don't watch it. But it used to be the Dallas Cowboys. I still like the Texas Rangers in baseball. I'll occasionally watch a baseball game. My dad was a big fan. I mean, I have watched, Terry. I have watched football, soccer. I have. Not this season. I haven't had a chance, but I'm planning on it. How much money you offer? Alright, well, I'm wrapping up. That was fun. I got stuff more coming out on the channel. Right now, I'm a little behind trying to play catch up. I work today, just like every day. Everything has a price, that's true. So, just wrapping things up here. But you win. You win. You're the better team. So this will come out. I'll do this. It might take me an hour or two, but I'll get it out to the channel. And Ben and Terry, I'm gonna send y'all emails after this. So watch your email. And I mean, I guess that's it. I do have stuff coming out for the channel, but right now I can't even say what or when, because I don't know. I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up on some editing. I'm about to work a full, long, hard day. Right after I film, me trying this. And I'll get that out to the members only as soon as I can. So, Genghis, Ben, Terry, good to see you. Nicola, Neil, Choppy left already. Nathan, good to see you, buddy. All that good stuff. I thought, Nathan, you might get in on yesterday's Neil live stream because it's about the Battle of Britain. But you can watch the replay back if that interests you. And yeah, good to see you all. It's always my pleasure. Y'all have a good day today. Try to relax. It's Sunday, right? Wayne from Dallas, Texas. Signing out.